Hello traders and welcome to the SMC Trader. If you are coming from my other channel ChrisFX, then you have already watched the video that I made there on this concept. This concept is going to be about how to combine time frames effectively, and here are the most significant time frames that I have gathered, which are gonna help you identify the best FVGs or points of interest on a higher time frame. And then on our entry time frames, those are the time frames that you can enter. So those are the combinations of the time frames you identify, as an example, an FVG or an order block or whatever on the daily time frame. You enter then on the 15-minute. From the 4-hour you scale down to the 15-minute or the 5-minute, and I showed examples on my other channel, which is ChrisFX. If you haven't watched those examples, go ahead and watch them now. And then today I'm gonna be talking about the combination of a 1-hour point of interest, specifically FVG, and an entry on the 3 or the 1-minute time frame. So let's go ahead and show some examples now. And here I am on Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to the 1-hour time frame. And we said with this specific video right here on the SMC Trader, I'm gonna be showing examples from a 1-hour FVG to a 3-minute or a 1-minute entry. And we will go ahead, of course, and show some random examples, which now I can see in retrospect. Of course, this is true, but it is very important that I show you examples right here. Let's start with those examples that work. Of course, those trades are not always gonna work. As a matter of fact, I believe they're gonna be working less times than the times that they're not gonna be working. So you're gonna be losing more trades than the ones that you're gonna be winning. So here as an example, we have this beautiful FVG from the 1-hour time frame. The premise is very simple. Always you are just waiting for price to get back into your area. Now, I have said it a bunch of times. It is fine if your higher time frame, as an example, has an FVG which you are penetrating with a wick. So if the candlestick on the time frame that you identified the FVG, in this occasion it is the 1-hour, penetrates above the area, this is absolutely fine. This is why you need to be looking in combination, two time frames in combination, both the one that you identified, your POI, your point of interest, and the one that you're gonna be entering. Because if I go back in time a little bit, now I can go either to the 1-minute or the 3-minute. I have my point of interest. I'm gonna be moving forward. Let's go to the 3-minute. Okay, I'm gonna be moving forward, and here you might be saying, Chris, this penetrated the FVG, so the FVG is invalid. Well, actually this is mistaken, because if I go to the 1-hour time frame, which is the time frame where I identified the FVG, so if I interchange in live conditions between the two time frames, you will see that this is still respecting the FVG, it is just rejecting with a wick. I scaled down to the 1-minute time frame. Now I saw that on the 1-minute this example is even better, way better. So since this is considered that we are already still within the 1-hour FVG, because as we said, the fact that we broke above it does not mean anything, since on the 1-hour time frame this is just a wick. Okay, so you need to be interchanging between time frames. Now my first change of character is gonna be happening here. It is paramount, it is of very high importance that you will see the creation of an FVG. Now I'm not gonna go ahead and tell you enter instantly from here. I have seen the example now and I know that it works. If you keep doing that again and again, you will be losing money for sure in the long term. I would suggest that you wait for this area now to be broken, at least, okay, and to check out how it is broken. So it is broken quite nicely, we can say. I still do not suggest that you go ahead and place a pending order all the way up here. This is just YouTube trading. This is more likely than not gonna happen in real life conditions. You are gonna struggle a lot. So what I would do here, I can enter instantly after a body of the 1-minute closes below this area. Okay, And here I can extend that and I can say that I want to target, as an example, a 2-to-1 reward to risk, or this liquidity down here. Of course, for the higher RR that you are going for, the more you're gonna be losing. There's no question about that. Now, even this YouTube trading, as I called it, this would have worked, but when you will try this thing in real life conditions, you will find the hard way that this thing more times is not gonna be working compared to the times that it's gonna be working. So yes, if now that we know the example, I can pretend to be the best trader in the world, and I can tell you that here, guys, you would have hit, let's say, a 6-to-1, even though this would be the most realistic thing, and this would have been a 2-to-1 reward to risk. Okay, I will keep moving forward, and here you go, you hit your 2-to-1. Let's see if you also hit this area for a 3.2-to-1. You do hit this area as well, and if we do the YouTube trading, I know that I'm also a YouTuber who is educating here for free, but if I am to do as all of the other traders are doing, then I can go ahead, do that, and say, boom, an 8-to-1 reward to risk. Well, I would wish that real life conditions would be like that. I would wish that real life would be exactly like that. You will notice it is very strange. Let's do some psychological lessons as well. In this specific video, you will notice that the weeks where you're gonna be deciding that I'm gonna wait for price to come back to my FVG, price is never gonna come back. It is as if this thing is looking at you. And for those of you who have been trading for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So those weeks that you're gonna say, now I'm gonna start increasing, let's say, my RR, my reward to risk, I'm gonna be getting those small stop losses, then price is gonna be going like that. And then the next week you're gonna say, okay, I see I'm not getting activated into the trades, let it be, I'm gonna be entering down here, then price is gonna be retracing back into your FVG. If you know what I'm talking about, type it down in the comment section, because it happens to all of the real traders, let's say, who are struggling. And of course, trading is extremely difficult, let's be honest. You can have a systematic approach, but this doesn't mean that it is not difficult. It is extremely difficult, even with the exceptional strategies that I am teaching in the academy and on the mentoring. As an example, this past week, the one that passed right here, was disastrous, really, like a large losing streak, and I barely had any wins. I could have managed the risk differently. I could have closed at 1-to-1 half of the trade, as I was doing in the past. I didn't do it. As a result, anyways, it was not a good week. It was for sure a losing week. It was a losing streak, you can call it. So let's not go ahead and pretend that trading is easy. It is not easy at all. What we can do though is we can show more examples, and examples that I see right here. Of course, in retrospect, I just look at them, and then I'm going ahead and I'm saying, this would be another beautiful example. I will leave the back testing for you guys. Here we have a fair value gap of the 1 hour time frame. We just wait for price to get back into this FVG, and we check if we see something on the 1 or the 3 minute time frame. The one that is gonna give the best, let's say, conditions to enter, this is the one that we're gonna be using. So you need to see an impulsive change of character. There you go. There you had it. The change of character happened exactly right here. Let me go to the 3 minute. On the 3 minute, this also looks juicy. Now, again, if you say that I'm gonna be entering from the FVG, we never know if you're gonna get activated. But if it is to enter from this FVG of the 3 minute time frame, the trade would look like that. Otherwise, you can enter instantly when you see this one. Okay, this is again a beautiful example. In YouTube trading, this would be working perfectly as well. Of course, in real life, you can also trade like that. I'm just saying that these examples that I'm just picking up randomly, I see that they are working, but they are working absolutely exactly as in a textbook. Let's say they are textbook perfect examples. So let's move forward and see if we have another FVG. Yeah, here we have an FVG. Let's check out if this would be an example. Okay. Let's see if price is getting back here ever. Actually, this is the trade afterwards that we took. Yeah, this would be working as well, but I think that this happened right on the news. So let's check it out a little bit. I don't think there would have been an opportunity right here. Let's delete this trade. It is a little bit confusing. Okay, let's extend that and let's wait for price to come all the way back. Yeah, this was news, so we wouldn't be able to trade this one. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you some other examples as well. Here it is. I just missed it again, guys. I apologize. This is all in retrospect, so do not think that real trading is that easy as I'm presenting it right here. These are all examples that I'm seeing in retrospect right now as we are making this video, that they are working, and I'm showing you those examples that are working. So do not think that this is that easy, and do not think that I can do that in real life non-stop. Okay, there you go. Here we have a 1 hour fair value gap. All we have to do is wait for price to come back into our area on the 1 minute or the 3 minute time frame, and you will see that here we will be having our first loss. I think this is a nice example. We came back into our 1 hour FVG. We also grabbed this liquidity. We have a beautiful change of character. This price action I don't like, but I like this price action right here. In this occasion, yes, you can go ahead, either enter instantly from this candlestick or from the FVG. It is the exact same thing, so I don't need to do that. I can enter instantly from this one. Stop loss above the area, and I think this will be a losing trade. Of course, as targets, you can go down here in this occasion. Let's see. I think this one is gonna lose. Yes, exactly. This would lose. Do not believe that we are not stopped out here. You would be stopped out when this candlestick, this bullish candlestick, would be created. Even when price would be exactly right here, you would be stopped out of the trade. So this would have been a loss. Now here comes the realistic trading, because you saw this thing. It is easy for me to say right here that, guys, here you would enter again and you would win. But how many of you would be willing to risk the very same FVG for yet another loss? These things have to be into your trading plan with proper risk management. So if you are to re-enter from this area, yes, the FVG is working. Let's see if eventually you would be hitting an area of liquidity, such as this area all the way down here. This is a realistic area, and let's move forward. There you go. You would be hitting this one. This is lovely as a trade, this second one, but you see at the beginning you would be stopped out. Now this is something, if you say that from the examples that I'm showing you right here, Chris, it is easy, you are losing one here, you are winning a 4-to-1 reward to risk, you are mistaken. Because sometimes you know what price is gonna do. Many times price is gonna come until here, it's gonna come back and stop you out for the second one, many times. So the fact that I'm showing you here those winning examples, do not even think that this strategy as I'm showing it right here has more wins than the losses. You will be having way more losses than the wins. So I believe as I'm showing this thing right here, this will be working around 38% of the time, 40% of the time in the best case scenario. So this needs 3-to-1 at least, or points of liquidity. Okay, I have not tested this one on Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, but I do not even think that you will be coming close to the 50%. If this would come close to the 50%, this would be not just a winning strategy, this would have been spectacular. So if we check out this one as an example, here you could be entering a trade. You will see that more likely than not, you will be losing this trade. If you will go for this one, let's say for this FVG, you saw the impulse, even though, yeah, we have a change of character. Right here, we don't care that much about the change of character. Let's say that you entered here and you're going for this liquidity. Let's see if this would have worked. You see, this is the reality of trading, guys. You will go until a 1-to-1. In the best case scenario, again, you will be going for a 1-to-1, and there you go, you get stopped. So you will have large losing streaks. Hopefully you like the way that I'm talking transparently here. And yes, My courses can help you, definitely, but many people are not prepared, guys. I see it in the trading signals again and again. When we're having wins, people are jumping when they shouldn't be jumping because the losses are waiting in the corner. So where you can see the professional trader is in a losing streak, and losing streaks are gonna happen, and many losing streaks are gonna happen within the same year. Whoever tells you differently, they're just trying to make fun out of you. So do however you please. If you want to learn more things, go ahead, join the academy. And one-on-one mentoring, those two are the best in my opinion. I'm also doing analysis in signals. Yeah, they're cheaper, but it is better to learn to trade on your own and trade however you wanna trade. Trading is difficult, guys. Losing streaks are gonna come, guys. So please do me the favor and do never test those strategies with real money. Never ever use real money for those strategies right here. Trading can be very dangerous for somebody who is impulsive and somebody who does not have realistic expectations. Anyways, also down in the description you can find my suggested prop firms. You can click on them, and you can also find my suggested backtesting software, Naked Market. Hopefully you liked this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave me a like. Share the video with all of your trading friends. This is gonna do it for today, traders. The SMC Trader signing out.